Gotta go fast! Run, Spyro, run! And fly. Hello everybody! Welcome to High Caves. Or the Portal 2 High Caves, I should say. I'm excited for this level. Not because there are that many breaks. I didn't really find that much. But because this level is actually really cool. It's one of the most memorable levels of Spyro 1 in my opinion. Or in my experience, I should say. It's just it's a neat level. So let's get into it. Flying up super high for some of these levels for some reason. Yeah, so here we are. Not a special start right there, but if we turn around, we see a wizard war going on here between the wind wizards and the ice wizards. So that's they'll just keep endlessly going at it, I guess. Let's leave them to it and follow this way where the gems are. You can see the aesthetic is kind of similar to the homeworld. So, oh, and then these giant invincible spiders, metal spiders. This is not the way we should go either. So what should we do? Well, that's kind of the cool thing about High Caves, is that it gives you two ways to go, and neither seem particularly easy, but you can kind of choose. It's a pretty open level. And I suppose the spider part is not the intended level, but you can see here that like, they chase you once you are on the ground, but if you're on these platforms, they can't get you. So these are the safe spots. So these spiders are invulnerable, and that one is giving us a shake. But it's viable to go through here, as scary as it might be. So I like that about this level, is that you can choose to go the wizard way or the spider way. You know, spiral levels aren't particularly big, and they just let us go through if you tempt them. Spiral levels aren't particularly big, so we just end up in the same spots eventually anyway. It's, in the grand scheme of things, not a big deal.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that Supercharge makes you invincible.
Supercharge, you say? So like, yeah, that's neat. We'll explore a little bit here first. Yeah, it gives you the Spyro. Oh, we fell down and we didn't die? No. Instead, we get rescued by fairies. And there's a get carried to the supercharged path. Well, that's the amazing thing about this level, is you, in this section of the level, not the entire level, you cannot fall down and die. There's a bunch of pits here. You can supercharge. It doesn't matter. Anywhere you go in this section of the level, the fairies will rescue you without fail, as much times as you want. So let's get the supercharge. And this is how you're supposed to deal with these spiders. Let's go through them. Oh, we're gonna go through all the way in and get these wizards too. So, you know, this is a supercharged level pretty much, and it can be a little bit hard to control, but we got them. The wizards here are pretty much almost locked in a battle 1-to-1. So if you just take out one of the ones, the other will start focusing on you. So you don't really have like that one's dead. You don't really have a stake in this war as much. You can't really make one side win. Ouchie. Yeah, it's not like the Sapphire Breeze Harbor thing. Well, maybe it is, because you defeat both sides in the end anyway.
Please do something about these green druids.
They insist on moving everything in sight.
Wizard dragons. Cool. Yeah, so the green wizards are back also. We saw them before. I guess they're part of the wind wizard clan, I suppose. We got the electricity wizards, we got the ice wizards. The electricity wizards and the ice wizards in Wizard Peak were totally fine. You know, there's like this whole politics thing going on there. So this is like, I suppose, the normal path through the level. We could have also gone through it backwards. It's a little bit harder to do. It's kind of fine. And then we get to these moving platforms, a little bit tricky. But there's a fun thing you can do with these guys. Bye-bye! See you later. You know, most people would just flame or charge them immediately. But if you're just a little bit careful, or a little bit devious, maybe I should say, you can push him off. And thankfully that doesn't, like, you know, thankfully that actually gets them and gives you the gem. Otherwise, you know, you get stuck in the level forever. But hey, whatever. In this nice little treasure room, very shiny room, with a suspicious painting of a dragon. Aha! Skill point. Yeah, not that many skill points so far in this world. But burn the hidden painting. That's one of them. That's kind of, well, kind of a Easter egg, I suppose. Those fairies are waiting for us. But like, don't worry, Spyro. If you fall here, there's no worries. We'll catch you and immediately bring you to where you need to be, to the supercharged thing. So it's just really helpful. It's like this level is full of really helpful fairies. There's one more helpful fairy that we'll encounter later. Fairies have been always helpful to Spyro throughout the games, haven't they? Let's go through all the way. But yeah, you can get up there, but can't really get past the next room without supercharging much. But that's how that's too tall, so that's with supercharge you can get through that room at least and go around.
Try combining your supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat dragon that's saying like, hey, like, you made it here to the end of the level using supercharge, but if you really use supercharge, you can get to more cool places. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the hole in the ceiling like, ooh, what's that? I want to go in the hole. But it's just a return home hole, I suppose. Oh, and fall down? No worries. The fairies got you. If you want to, they'll put you back to the supercharge where you want to be anyway. Oh, so nice. And those tiles, oh, you can go so fast. You can go so fast and far with supercharge. Feels good. That's why this level is so memorable and fun. It's just a supercharged playground, really. We had that supercharged slide thing. They gave it like these tiles in the remaster version, and it looks like broken textures. If like, to be honest, to me, like the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, this is like a broken texture. And that's a really nice far jump that we can do, charging and gliding. But that's just, I think they added those tiles just to make it more obvious that there's a supercharged path there, because it might not be super obvious and then you get stuck. And this thief is a little bit annoying. So let's not deal with him the regular way. We got these chests here conveniently. Yeah, that's right, thief. You tried to sneak me, I sneak you. That's really it for that section. Nice looking level though. I think if anything, I guess, like, I think the layout of the level and the mechanics of the level are really memorable. Because there's like a lot of hidden, no, not hidden rooms, but like just, yeah, it's just memorable. But the actual aesthetic of the level and the theme of the level, I suppose, like the visual theme of the level is not that interesting, right? It's just the home world is just ice mountains again, like just like a lot of the levels here. And if you're supercharged, you don't care about these exploding chests. So I think that the aesthetic is maybe the worst part about this level. It keeps it from being one of the best levels in the game, maybe, but it's still really memorable to me, if not just the best. And another thief that we sneaked really much, like with the supercharge. Like normally this thief runs away, and there's this entire section, not really a maze since there's only like one way to go, but really like long in its zigzag path, and it's really hard to catch the thief in this. Actually, it's really hard. But if you supercharge just right, you can just get them right away, and it's, yeah, then you don't have to loop all the way here, and it's a whole thing. It's so much better. So a little further up in the level, there's another spider section that we kind of missed with wizards that block our path forward, making it also harder. So annoying. Yeah, so there's a couple more spiders. Like this one, I thought like, oh, that path open. I'm gonna get in there while he's not paying attention. But he's too fast, the annoying bugger. Then we get to another fairy. Gives us a kiss. No dialogue, just a kiss. And we get our first super flame in the series. It's not really a fireball like in 2 and 3, but it still is a super flame that takes care of these spiders. And it's, you know, it's another temporary thing, like the first whole power-up thing, right? No portals, but I can also come here and like early without defeating all the enemies, you know, and then actually the view is much more lively, and it's kind of cool. You can really see the liveliness of the plant of the level, because we just kind of went through it quickly and didn't have much to see from this angle. That's cool. And Spyro gets a really cool look from the power-up too, don't you think? It's really cool. Instead of just a different color, like, you know, like in the original games. Let these wizards just do each other. Do each other? Oh, that's not what I meant. Just take care of each other, let's say. Yeah. Spyro looks so cool like this. Yeah. Oh! Those poor sheeps, they got roasted. Yeah, the super flame is indeed a super flame, even though it doesn't look super different. And if you go really fast, you can combine super flame with supercharge for a little bit, just a few seconds, but it doesn't really do anything special. It's just, yeah, 2 power-ups at once, so nice, right? But that's really it for the high caves. Not a big level. Kind of contained, it's kind of a fun supercharged playground and power-up playground. That's what I like it for, so maybe you agree. And anyway, that's it. So see you all next time. Bye bye.